out a 2-run homer off Tariq Skubal. Teammates are like, yep, we love that. Chapman's first of 2 homers in the game, and the A's take a 3-1 lead. Not a bottom of 4, bases loaded for Willie Castro. Stepping up. And he'll ground that one to third. Chapman, he can do it at the plate and at third. Makes that nice throw to first. Double play, 3-1. Top of 5, it's 4-1 now. Mark Canha up to bat with a runner on first. And he will blast that shot off Skubal. His 500th career hit, and the A's go on to win 9-3.
Yeah, it's getting tight in the AL.
It is a lot of fun. I'm kind of ready for this postseason. We still got a month left, but it's fun. I'm ready for football.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
All of it. Give us all of it.
Bring it. Thanks for watching.
This is SportsCenter Los Angeles.
The NL's best fight each other out west, traveling from the Bay back to L.A. and then go on to Anaheim for Ohtani against the Yankees. Mac is QB1 and Cam is done in New England. Patriots on why Jones got the job and what's next for Cam Newton. Plus, Joker's quest for a Grand Slam history and an epic U.S. Open battle goes to the American, now on SportsCenter.
Turn those thumbs around!
When I'm in the gym working out tomorrow watching ESPN, that better be #1 on the top 10.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Dana.
We'll make those decisions.
Yeah, just wait. Hey, it was final roster cuts day in the NFL. Luckily, we're not the NFL, so we're still here. Stan and Ashley, welcome to SportsCenter LA.
Yeah, thanks for giving us the thumbs up. We'll get to all the NFL news you need to know in just a bit. But first, there were some compelling matchups in the majors as we move into September and the playoff races heat up. Let's start with a pair of division leaders in San Francisco. Giants remain on top of the NL West, hosting the Brewers, who are cruising to the NL Central title. Top second, Brewers already up 2-0, and they keep the rally going. Lorenzo Cain off Johnny Cueto, his 6th of the year. Cueto had some medical issues. It was on the COVID list, allowed 6 runs and 10 hits while he was out there, only retired 11 batters. Top third, Rowdy Tellez to the deepest part of the outfield. He's hustling around. RBI triple for Tellez, the 2nd of his career. And he could use some oxygen. Brewers up 4-0. Brandon Woodruff had won back-to-back starts since June, but he was great in this one. Went 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, gave up 5 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, that is. Giants struck out 15 times as a team. Brewers win at 6-2 for their 2nd straight over San Francisco. Giants have dropped 4 of 5.
Well, the Dodgers are just sneaking behind San Francisco. They came into this game 1.5 games back from San Fran. And when you got a guy like that on the mound, you got to be feeling good. Walker Buehler with an MLB best 2.02 ERA. Hello, old friend Jock Peterson. Welcome back and get out of here. Jock in the top of the 3rd takes Walker deep. His first homer against the Dodgers since he was traded. Braves up 1-0, but Mookie Betts, I got you, squad. Takes Charlie Morton to left center deep. Yep, out of here. Bet on that. Dodgers cut it to a 2-1 game. Betts' 2nd straight game with a homer. He's got 19 on the year. A scary moment here in the top of the 5th for Ozzie Albies. Fouls a pitch. It goes right off that left knee. Immediately drops down in pain. Doesn't seem to be able to move too much. Watch that, straight to the knee. He was carried off the field. The Braves would say that x-rays would come back negative, which is great news. Bottom of 8, Betts on first. Corey Seager sends that ball to the gap. That'll work. Betts, go to your home. Dansby Swanson can't handle the cutoff, and Betts scores. So it's 3-2, Dodgers lead. Top of 9. Cue the Tupac, 2 outs. Kenley Jansen on the mound. Dansby at the plate. Fans on their feet. Jansen, sit down. Dodgers win 3-2, and Jansen moves to 14th on the all-time saves list. So the Giants lead the Dodgers by just half a game, but the division has been close all season long. The Giants have been in first for 119 days, but they have yet to lead by more than 5 games. That's only happened a handful of times in MLB history. This season's NL West is on pace to be the 5th division in the divisional era to produce multiple 100-win teams.
Match of the day at the U.S. Open. American qualifier Maxime Cressy taking on number 9 seed Pablo Carreño Busta of Spain. Cressy, born in Paris, but he played in college at UCLA and chose to represent the U.S. Cressy in white in the near court, down 2 sets to love. Early third set, double break point to Cressy. Carreño Busta follows his forehand into the net, and Cressy with a backhand passing shot takes command, easily takes the third set 6-1. Fourth set, similar point. Carreño Busta in blue comes to the net. Cressy this time with a forehand passing shot. Another break, wins the fourth set 6-4. Fifth set tie break. Cressy in the forecourt, serving 4-6, goes to the serve and volley. Returns 3 of them, 1 for a winner. Later, Cressy now on the near side trying to save another match point. His serve and volley style fading in the modern game, but he uses it to great effect. He's 24 years old, 6'6", with a big wingspan. He saved 4 match points in the tie break. Next, .77. Carreño Busta, no chance on the return after the massive serve. Match point. And Carreño Busta's shot is long. Maxime Cressy comes from 2 sets down to pull the biggest upset of the Open so far.
Overall, I just kept telling myself to focus on really holding my serve efficiently, and I could tell he was starting to get a little nervous, so I just kept at it again and again. But the 5th set, he did not give me anything. So just keep telling myself the same thing every single point of the match, and sometimes it comes out on my way, and sometimes it doesn't. But today it came out my way.
So now Cressy, the first American man to beat a top 10 player at the U.S. Open since Jack Sock beat Marin Cilic in the 2016 third round. After the upset, he's now going to face the Georgian Nicolas Basilashvili in the second round. Cressy looking to win multiple matches in a single major for the first time in his career. If he can make it 3 in a row, he would face the 7-seeded Denis Shapovalov in the round of 16.
How would you characterize the preseason and training camp that Cam Newton has had?
Again, last year was totally different, so I feel like everybody's way ahead of where they were last year. Certainly he started at a much higher point than what he did last year. So, definitely moving in the right direction.
Well, the right direction may have just been out the door, I guess, because Bill Belichick said that at 8:25 a.m. on Tuesday morning. Less than 2 hours later, news broke that Cam Newton had been released on the final day of Patriots roster cuts. A one-time MVP quarterback who had been competing for the starting job with rookie first-round pick Mac Jones is now left without a home. So Cam took to Instagram and he posted this on his story in his very unique style of writing. And he said, "I really appreciate all the love and support during this time, but I must say, please don't feel sorry for me. I am good." So this news, of course, shocking to some, but to others, it's just another day in the brutal business of the NFL.
He definitely brought energy to the locker room and on the practice field. Definitely a guy who can lift the spirits in the room at any given time, as you can tell. Worked extremely hard. He tried to give his best each and every day. So, I mean, it was fun having him here over the past, year or so. Like I said, I hope he lands on his feet somewhere.
This is just a tough day in this business. There's a lot of guys, teammates that you've been, familiar with, and teammates for years, or whatever it may be. So it's always a tough day in this business, and unfortunately, it's just part of it.
Well, the Patriots ran play action at the second highest rate in the NFL last season. Well, meanwhile, at Alabama last season, Mac Jones led all of college football in QBR, completion percentage, touchdowns, and yards on play action. So that experience under Nick Saban may be why Belichick decided to make Jones as the first quarterback he ever drafted in the first round. And for even more insight into this wild day in New England, we welcome in Mike Reese. Mike, thanks for joining us. So how did Mac Jones win the starting job?
Ashley, all along, Bill Belichick said he was looking for consistency and production over time. So the short answer is that Mac Jones showed more of that consistency and production over time than Cam Newton. People around the team telling me Mac really won this job more than Cam lost it. But there's moments along the way that are defining moments, and one of them came last week when Cam wasn't with the team because of that COVID protocol misunderstanding. Mac took over. He seized the opportunity. In one practice, one member of the team told me he was special. The Giants were here, Ashley, and they were looking at the Giants' faces, and they said you could almost see they were like, I thought Tom Brady left a couple seasons ago. That's how good Mac was, and he just carried it from there.
Wow, sometimes all you need is just a simple, small opportunity, and that turns into a big thing. So we heard earlier the reaction to the Cam news from the team. What about the reaction to Mac Jones being named the starter? What does the team think about this?
You know, the sense I get from players is that they weren't that surprised by this news. You know, Mac had really earned their respect, really from the first day he got here. Running back James White saying, I knew he had what it took from the first practice he was on the field. And the one thing that has consistently been relayed to me is that Mac has done a good job responding to mistakes. Everyone knows rookies are going to make mistakes, but it's what he's done after the mistake. He's corrected them. Players have taken notice. They say he's very even-keeled, which is a great trait to have when you're quarterback of the Patriots.
All right, start of a new era. Get ready. Mike, thank you so much.
Thanks, Ashley.
More SportsCenter coming up from here in Los Angeles. So now, the Patriots are moving on. What's Cam Newton's next move? That's a question for Adam Schefter. He's got answers coming up. Plus, showtime for the Yankees after a thrilling series opener where Ohtani and the Angels came out on top. New York tries to snap its skid in Game 2. And he needs one major win to make him the greatest. Novak Djokovic begins his historic Grand Slam quest at the U.S. Open when SportsCenter rolls on from Los Angeles.